My name is Daniel Bemiss. I'm a teacher here at Henry F. Moss Middle School. I teach English as a second language and also teach history to ESL students. And I'm making a video series to help teachers in the classroom to help them work with ESL students and also see what cool tech tools are out there that can really engage their students. My first tip when you work with ESL students is to use images. That is like the most important rule that I follow. I'm always getting on a computer, searching Google Images, getting on YouTube, even drawing pictures. And this really helps the students see the words and what does that vocabulary word mean. I have something called a timeline in my room, okay? And what I like to do is, if we're talking about the Stone Age, then I draw a picture to help them understand that what time period we're talking about. I also have a word wall in my room. So I have the vocabulary word, and then I also have a picture that's right there, okay? That way the students can see the picture and oh, this is a monsoon. This is what a monsoon looks like. So that's my first tip. My second tip when you work with ESL students, and I've been very successful with this, is I teach the vocabularies first, and then I get into teaching content. So we just started American Revolutionary War for my 8th graders, and my 7th graders, we just started ancient China. So today, I introduced the vocabulary words. We got on a really fun website called Quizlet, got to look at the flashcards, play some games, okay? And then, tomorrow and in the next days, is we're going to do different activities with those vocabulary words. One of those could be a really neat Google slide activity where you have the vocabulary word, and then the students have to type a definition, and then they have to insert a picture or a YouTube video of that word. Another really cool activity I like to do is called Kick Me Vocabulary, okay? That's where I use Post-it notes, okay? I write the vocabulary words on the students, on the Post-it notes, and then I put the Post-it notes on the students' back. And so they have to go around the room, and they have to find their vocabulary words. They have to match it up with their vocabulary sheet. So it's a fun activity that gets them up and moving around. My third tip is a lot of these students, you have to build some schema. And what that means is you have students, they might have been in their country, they might have been in 4th grade, and then they might have had to flee their country, or they were in a refugee camp. So they didn't get to be in 5th and 6th grade. And what's that called is interrupted schooling. And so here they come over in America, and they're in 7th grade. And so they didn't learn a lot of the same concepts that our American students are learning. So for in my history classes, even though I'm teaching U.S. history or world history, I start off with teaching north, south, east, west. And then I get into the continents, and then I get into oceans, but then I get into rivers and mountains, okay? That way they know, to get them prepared of what we're talking about. And then I get into world history, or I get into U.S. history. Also, I noticed in math class, there's a lot of students, we were talking about subtracting decimals, okay? They didn't know how to subtract, so we had to backtrack, teach them how to subtract, and then they were able to subtract with decimals. So there were 3 tips that should help you out in your classroom. If you're big on Twitter, you can follow me at Mr. Bemiss Class, okay? Thank you so much. I hope this video helped you.